Hello and welcome to this video on the emotional factor and its impact on performance. At National 5 PE, you need to be able to name emotional subfactors. You need to understand what each of these subfactors mean, and then you need to be able to explain the impact they have on performance in a sport. This impact can be positive or it can be negative. There are 4 factors which impact on performance, and today we're going to focus on the emotional factor. The subfactors that we're going to look at in more detail are anger, anxiety, and confidence. Remember, they can have a positive impact or they can have a negative impact. Anger is a strong feeling of annoyance, and if you cannot move past what has made you to be angry, this is going to have a negative impact on your performance in sport. Some causes of anger in sport may be blaming yourself for a mistake, maybe getting angry or frustrated at officials for bad decisions. You could get angry at an opponent for a bad tackle or a bad challenge. You might be disappointed and angry at poor performances or the scoreline. Or alternatively, if playing a team game, you may be frustrated and angry at your teammates for their mistakes. We're now going to look at 2 examples, both from football, of anger having a negative impact on performance firstly, and then anger which is used to have a positive impact on performance.
Absolutely brilliant, fantastic from Wayne Rooney.
I had the deadlock as well at the time. Remember seeing one of our subs warm up, and I think I was about to come off, and then I think Shearer had about 3 fouls, and the ref weren't really seemed to be punishing him enough, so I was arguing or saying to the ref about it, saying, if that was me, then you'd be putting me in, putting him, got headed out, and I just hit his head as good, so it's, it's probably one of the cleanest I've ever caught the ball.
So as you can see there, anger having a positive impact on performance there for Wayne Rooney. He was frustrated and angry, so he was moaning and complaining to the referee, and as the ball gets headed out, he uses his anger and his frustration to hit the ball into the back of the net. We're now going to look at some examples of anger having a negative impact on performance.
Ahead, fully reacted, no doubt, to the Zacchio. Here you see it.
The challenge either, and Antonio Valencia has reacted to Raheem Sterling's challenge. That was particularly high. Jack Wilson getting involved. Valencia to ball over like that. Terrible tackle from Carvalho, and it's going to there's a post down there, and it's now getting very, very nasty. Well, the referee has done some cameo.
This is disgraceful. Carvalho needs to go because he tore there to get the ball back from the veteran coach of Brighton.
So in all of these clips you can see players being fouled and then getting angry and frustrated at the people who fouled them, which then causes some sort of fight or brawl, and the referee giving them a yellow or a red card, which means they're going to have to be more cautious if they're on a yellow card for the rest of the game, and if they're a red card, then that means that the team will be a man down. So we're now going to look at anxiety. Anxiety is a feeling of unease, such as worry or fear, and this can be mild or severe. It can be brought on by different situations, and I'm sure everyone has been nervous or anxious at various points in their life. This can lead to a decrease in performance due to stress or feelings of pressure. Some examples or causes of anxiety may be brought on by having to perform in front of a large audience or a large crowd. It could be a pressure situation such as the final stages of a tournament or a game-winning penalty in rugby or football. It could be performing in a cup final or performing in a swimming gala final. You may feel nervous beforehand, and it could be because you're playing against an opponent who has beaten you before or is someone that is perceived as better and you're worried about how you're going to perform. Here is quite a famous example of an athlete suffering from anxiety and nervousness during the final stages of a competition.
The agony of defeat and the famous golfer reaching out to Jordan Spieth tonight. Jordan Spieth trying for his second Masters win in a row. The 22-year-old known for his nerves of steel in the lead and the 12th hole. Right into Rays Creek. He swings again.
Oh my goodness.
His third shot at redemption.
Unbelievable. I'm losing count, Frank.
And when it was over, a quadruple bogey. Just now right now in the face. I can understand why he wanted that camera away. His hands to his face. He watched as 28-year-old Danny Willett from England won. Even he knew.
This is crazy. It's just surreal.
He wasn't even supposed to be there. His wife gave birth early, so he came and won. As for Spieth, he said there was just something he forgot to do.
I just didn't take that extra deep breath. This won't hurt. It'll take a while.
Tonight, golf great Jack Nicklaus tweeting, I think the whole golfing world feels for Jordan Spieth. My heart goes out to him for what happened, but I know that Jordan is a young man who will certainly learn from this experience. We certainly haven't seen the end from Jordan Spieth. He'll be back, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
So as you can see there, on the final day of the Masters in 2016, Jordan Spieth was leading the tournament. He then hit a bad shot on the 12th hole, which put his ball into the water, which means that he then has to take a penalty shot. He then tried to take a shot from closer in and put his ball into the water again, possibly due to nervousness or anxiety and worry that he might be throwing away the competition. And then on this third time, he then puts the ball through the back of the green into the bunker and leaves with a triple bogey, basically meaning that he's not going to win the tournament as he's thrown it away and got such a bad score. Confidence. Confidence is about having a strong self-belief in your own ability, and your confidence levels can fluctuate, they can change depending on how well you are performing in sport. Confidence normally affects how you perform skills. Do you do them well? And it may also how many risks a performer will take. So some examples of confidence in sport. If you're performing well, this will help to build confidence. If you, as an individual, are playing well or your team is playing well, this will help to build confidence. This may be helped by getting praise from your teammates or your coaches. And if you're not making mistakes with a skill, then this is going to help build confidence. Alternatively, if you are regularly making mistakes with a particular skill, this may lower your confidence levels. And if you are making lots of mistakes in competitions or games, this may lead to a decrease in confidence. If you think about this in terms of a striker in football, if he is constantly missing chances to score, he's going to have lower levels of confidence. We're now going to look at confidence having a positive impact on performance from Conor McGregor's fight.
Man, they have been on each other's nerves for weeks. It has just escalated throughout the week. We're about to hit the climax. This fight between Poirier and McGregor. Here we go! White trunks for the very entertaining Conor McGregor.
Immediately, McGregor opens up with a hook kick.
Yes, southpaw
Spinning back
nice.
kick to the body.
And again, Poirier has the most wins and most finishes in UFC featherweight history.
Nice leg kick by Poirier.
The Americans getting behind Dustin Poirier. Nice kick. McGregor looking for the combination. Uniquely effective with his hands.
He's so loose.
Yeah.
Even, like for a high-profile fight like this, look how relaxed he is in there.
He was supposed to fight Cole Miller. Diego Brandao stepped up. Conor wanted Dustin Poirier to fight in Ireland. Well, you know what? That's even that storyline. He's here standing in front of him tonight.
Another nice leg kick by Poirier. Ooh, good left hand by Conor. Oh! Good shot there by Poirier.
And another shot that lands from McGregor. Conor McGregor said he's really worked on his kicks for this fight.
Oh, he tagged him with the left, Mike. He hurt him up top. He hurt Poirier with that left.
He's very good at utilizing all of his reach, turning that shoulder, fighting long. 90 seconds in. Right in front.
He's talking to him now.
Hands at his hips. Having a conversation. Looking to finish the fight. It is all over. Just like that.
Wow. That's the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake about it.
So as you can see, Conor McGregor extremely confident there in the ring. Now, prior to this fight, in the press conference, he had told the reporters that he was going to win the fight in the first round, and then he went on to do it. You may also have seen at the start of the video, he was saying to his opponent, come on, making the gesture to him in his face. And during the fight, he had his hands down and was talking to him. He's extremely confident in his own ability and his own ability to then go and knock him out and do as he says he was going to do in the press conference. So, at National 5 PE, you'll be asked to explain the impact that these sub-factors have on your performance. Now, for most of these sub-factors, a lack of confidence, not being able to control your emotions, or being too anxious are all going to have a negative impact on your performance. But as you've seen there, sometimes they can have a positive impact on your performance. To answer this question, you need to give a specific example from a sport which you know. You then need to give the impact that this has on you as the performer, and then the impact that this has on the performance or the game. Here is an example answer in the 3-step process. I got angry after being fouled by an opponent in a game of football. This meant I got frustrated and shouted at the player who had tackled me. This led to the referee giving me a yellow card, meaning that I had to be careful with my tackles for the rest of the match. Thank you very much for watching this short video. I hope you found it useful. Be sure to check out some more of the content on my YouTube channel.